Caregiving is a marathon, not a sprint. When you hear about stress, fatigue, worry, those aren't comments on the patient. Those are comments on the family caregiver who is giving up so much, sacrificing themselves in order for the patient to survive or even thrive. I want to talk to you today about the family caregiver and how you have to take care of yourself in order to be successful for the marathon. All right? So the first step in taking care of yourself is being kind to yourself. Now let's just think for a second. If you had hired a caregiver to do what you're doing right now as a family caregiver, you'd be asking them to work 24 hours a day, never get thanked, never take a break, never really just get any sort of relief. And then at the same time, tell them, well, you're selfish, you're asking too much. What's the big deal? You can do this on your own. I should actually be doing more. What you need to be telling yourself are things like, you're doing a great job. You do need breaks. You do need help. You need to share some of those things because, again, if you come out of the gate sprinting, there's no way you're going to make a marathon. So let's talk about some of the other things that you can do. You need to be taking at least 10 minutes a day to be mindful, to relax, to not have anything else on your plate but just empty space. If it takes going outside, sitting there watching a little tree blow in the wind, then that's all you need. If you want to get into yoga, if you want to get into meditation, try to learn something new. Online, one of the best advantages of online is there's so many things out on YouTube that you can just learn. You can do some exercises. There's so many different things, but you need to take 10 minutes. Sleep. So you need to get rest. The body needs rest. So if you're doing a marathon, the first thing that you learn when you're training for a marathon is you don't run a marathon every day to train for a marathon. What you do is you run half of a marathon, and then the next day you rest. And then the next day, maybe you do some stretches and some other activities like weightlifting, and then you go back on another long run. But you don't just run every day because your body will break down. Without rest, our body breaks down. And this is especially true as we age. With sleep, how do we get better sleep? Well, you got to turn off the electronics at night. That means TV or phone. We're all very glued to our phones these days, so less of that is better. It's going to make us sleep better. Maybe investing in a little white noise machine or leaving a fan on at night. You can certainly try out one of the weighted blankets, or just what you probably need to go to sleep, and it's really just going to bed. Venting. Finding a friend, family member, maybe a colleague, or simply even if you chose to get a therapist, looking for ways to get some of this stress and anxiety out by talking to people. Some people would prefer to journal about it, and so that's an option for you as well. Outsourcing. So obviously my company is all about you outsourcing some of that family care to a company that can help you. So we're here for you if you're looking to outsource care, but there's many things you can outsource. So there's many types of services that are out there that are all about helping you out. And of course, you don't even have to pay for some of those services. Maybe you have family members or other friends or neighbors that would help out in that regard. But essentially it all comes down to is if you're going to run the marathon, you need rest and you need respite. So take time for yourself. We've got this great big ocean on the coast here that a lot of us just ignore because we think it's 20 or 30 minutes away. A half hour looking out to that big ocean does wonders for you, and I highly recommend it. So Give it a shot. Let me know if you have any questions or if we could help out, and we'll chat soon.